She came west for a fresh start, but nobody warned her that her groom was the most dangerous and desirable man in Wyoming. The wind rolled low across the barren plains, carrying with it the scent of dust, horses, and fate. Clara May Turner stepped off the stagecoach, her boots sinking into the red Wyoming soil. She had answered the mail order ad because life back east offered her nothing but cramped boarding rooms and factory soot. Out here, she hoped the wide sky might give her a second chance at breathing. What she hadn't expected was him. The man waiting for her leaned against a weather-worn post, hat tilted, arms crossed like he owned half the territory. His shirt was rolled to the elbows, showing forearms cut from years of ranch work. His smile came easy, too easy for Clara May's peace of mind. "You must be Miss Turner," he said, dipping his head. "Name's Colt Harding. You're intended." Clara May swallowed hard. She hadn't known he'd be quite so sizable, nor that his voice would rumble like distant thunder. He escorted her to his homestead, a modest cabin tucked against the foothills, with a barn that creaked like it was whispering secrets. Everything seemed larger than life, the land, the sky, and certainly the man she was promised to marry. When evening fell, Colt brought out a simple gold band, his expression suddenly serious. "I ain't much for fancy vows," he said, clearing his throat, "but I will honor you, stand by you, protect you till death itself knocks on my door." Clara May felt heat bloom across her face, startled by the sincerity buried in his drawl. But before she could speak, a sharp crash echoed from the barn. Colt grabbed his rifle and she followed, clutching her skirts. Inside, a rustler had slipped in, trying to cut loose one of Colt's prized horses. The outlaw lunged at Colt and the two men crashed into the dirt. Clara May, heart hammering, grabbed a lantern and swung it with the fury of a woman who refused to let fate steal her new beginning. The outlaw dropped. Colt stared at her, stunned, then broke into a slow grin. "Well now," he murmured, "seems my bride's got more fight than most men in these parts." Clara May lifted her chin. "I didn't travel 2,000 miles to be helpless." Colt laughed softly, touching the brim of his hat. "Reckon we'll make a fine pair, Miss Turner." And beneath the endless western sky, where danger and promise walked hand in hand, Clara May felt something warm and wild take root, something that felt a whole lot like destiny.